as of today, I think. So I'm gonna have to read some of these cards. What does this do? Aura Curse. Enchant player. At the beginning and end of each end step, enchanted player puts the top X cards of the library in the graveyard, X number of cards into the library for anyone this turn. This seems pretty bad. Yep, Fenderwolf, we can start with that right now. So guys, we're gonna start the key giveaways. We'll do one at the beginning of the draft, one at the end of the draft, and one in between every single game. So there's gonna be a lot of them. Fen, you need to tell people what it's gonna be. We can do active users if you like. So maybe as we're drafting, just you can start that now, Fen, because we're gonna be trying this out. I've been relegating this to moderators, which would be good. And you guys can just put something in chat. I don't think it really matters. I think it's 10 minutes of activity for that. So and we can just draft from that. So okay, let's take a look. Ominous Sphinx, 4/4 flyer. Whenever you cycle or discard a card, target creature opponent control gets -2. That's 5 for a 4/4. That's pretty solid. Farm is destroy target attacking or blocking with a secondary effect, which is decent. A secondary part of that. Crook of Condemnation. Exile target from graveyard. That's not going to help us in this format. Dispose of mummies, whatever. So this is the one with the a bunch of the rebirth effects, right? 3/3 flyer for 5. Gains me life. Cycling hexproof. 5/5, meh. It's okay, I guess. Flicked is blocked for damage. Firebrand Archer deals 1 damage to each opponent. Nothing exciting. Open Fire is pretty exciting, though. Open Fire deals 3 damage to any target. Is pretty damn good for 3. The Monolith. 2/2 first strike as long as it's attacking with prowess is a pretty actually credible threat. Granite Titan. 6 for a 5/4 menace cycling. Cool art. Gift of Strength, 3/3 in reach. It's good to know that's in the set and a common. So flyers may be less good. Oh, right, and this guy's in the fucking set too. There was a lot of anti-flyer in this. So.
You have returned.
Random
Been here
ZZ.
since Salty sub 5 days, but couldn't really afford to sub until this year. Love your stuff, got me through depression. Here's to many more years.
Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for the resub. 12 months of subbing. I'm glad your situations has improved. All right, let me turn off the Nightbot spam for the Darkest Dungeon run. Okay, so I can see Open Fire, Ominous Sphinx, or potentially even one of the green cards. I think this card's actually fairly good coming into play here. Probably looking at the Sphinx, but I don't necessarily want to do that. Maybe run red. So, yeah, Sven, you can start the giveaways now. We have a lot of keys. They've given me a lot of keys. I don't actually know out of those. This card doesn't seem that good to me. 4/4 flyers, okay for 5. Like, it's fairly good. 2 blue on that. Probably wins games. All right, we'll grab the flyer. That's a close one for me. I don't really want to commit to double blues right now. Players can't get counters. Counters can't be put on artifacts, creatures, lands, or enchantments. Sure. Vizier of the Anointed. When he enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a creature card with Internalize or a bomb. Put that card into your graveyard, then shuffle your library. Whenever you activate, that seems really strong in this set. Whenever you activate an Internalize or a bomb ability, draw a card. 4 for a 2/4 is not a bad body. That seems pretty good. Aerial Guide is amazing. It's like a Pegasus Corsair, but instead of 1/3, it's 2/2. Obelisk Spider is actually pretty good too. Crypt of the Eternals. It's alright for mana fixing. Life Goes On, a big green heal. That's interesting. Also interesting, mana fixing. And then there's cycling here. I think I'm going to go with Vizier of the Anointed. We're going to have to get some Embalm, but both white and black have those. It's card advantage. I think this is a common we'll see again. Probably. Maybe. It's a really good one. I'm going to grab Vizier of the Anointed, though. I want to play around with that. I've never used that card. Okay. Hope Tender. Not too exciting. Cursed Horde. Fine with zombie synergy, I guess. Dauntless Haven. 3 for a 2/1 flyer. Untap target creature you control when it attacks. So it's like quasi-vigilance. Maybe a little bit better than vigilance. 2 for a 1/3. When you cycle or discard a card, it gets +1/+0 this turn. It can't be blocked. Meh. Tragic Lessons. Draw 2 cards and discard a card unless your hand Unless you return a land you control to its owner's hand. Also kind of meh. Yeah, I guess I can use this if I have no land, but it potentially clutters things up. Don't like that. The Monarch was fine. Exert Stalwart as it attacks. When you do, +1/+1 to end of turn. It can't be blocked by creatures with 2 or less. That seems good for a 2-drop. Traveler's Amulet. Search your library for basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. That's mana fixing on the cheap. That's ramp, which is also mana fixing. That is appealing to me a little bit. It's not as good as the map though, is it? From the other set we were just looking at. Yeah, I mean a 2/1 flyer that has a vigilance effect is fine. Like a better than vigilance effect. This is a pretty unexciting pack to me. The ones that pop out to me are the Aven and the Traveler's Amulet, with a very slightly less on the Thorn Mullock. I know there's a fair amount of white cards with Eternalize or Embalm, so I might just err a little bit further on the side of the white card. Let's grab that. Vile Manifestation. +1/+0 for each card cycling in your graveyard. It's cheap. 0/4. It's not a wall, but it has some upside. It's not terrible. Claim. Return target creature card from converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. I mean, I guess it has some efficiency. Active Heroism. I like 2/2 combat tricks, and this one's particularly nasty because it's a surprise blocker in addition to also being a surprise combat trick. 4 for a 2/3 flash flyer is okay. We have Proven Combatant, which I'm not super excited about. Strategic Planning I'm not super excited about. That card seems decent. Afflict 2 with this. And it's fairly expensive removal in terms of, I don't like -1/-1 counters at all. I don't actually have much of a preference. So this is awkward when you draft for the first time in this, or second time. Yeah, I'm leaning towards the flyer as well, Sui. This one seems to be fairly close to what I'm looking to play, though it's just very overpriced for what it is. I guess the flash part is useful. You might get a favorable 2/2 out of that or something. But I'm not super excited about this. Yeah, Lethal Sting might be the best card too. I don't like it. It's sorcery speed removal that has negative sides on me, but it is removal. Definitely an argument for that. I don't know what colors we're in yet. Picking the 2/3 flyer, we're almost certainly in blue, so that might leave that a little bit more open. Vile Manifestation is very good. Yeah, it does seem pretty decent. I don't love this card though. I mean, the fucking Hinterland's Drake from the pack that I've been drafting recently is like this, but slightly better in my opinion. I don't think the flash on a 2/3 is all that good. I think I'm gonna grab Lethal Sting. All right. It is removal. Supreme Will is actually a fairly decent little counterspell. It has the versatility of drawing you cards. Aerial Guide's up again. I don't know that I want to pass another Aerial Guide. It's not really. It's not quite drawing cards because it's 1/1, but it is instant speed. This guy I think is fucking nuts in this format. I think green might actually be better than I'm giving it credit for. I don't generally like green. It just doesn't synergize with how I play it all. All right, let's grab the Aerial Guide. It's not bad either. Let's grab the Aerial Guide though. It's in our color. Has synergy with what we're doing. Flash enchant creature. All damage that would be dealt to you and permanent you control is dealt to enchanted creature and get. Okay, that's not actually that bad a card. I remember playing against this now. I think I have played this set, but not a lot. Defender cycling. That seems massively worse than the other stuff. I'm tempted on the mana fixing here. Saving Grace is alright as well. That might get play. It's not a very exciting combat trick for blue. Lets me race. I'm gonna take the mana fixing. Okay, that card seems pretty good for us. It's a second removal. I would actually like to do some Eternalized stuff to synergize with Vizier, but maybe I pick the removal first. Alright, second Lethal Sting. Card doesn't seem good to me. This card seems a little weak for 5. Grizzly Survivor is just 3 for a 2/3. I'm not sure we're even in white at this point, and this card doesn't seem super good to me as it is. I think I'm going to grab the Grizzly Survivor. I wouldn't mind getting some 3-drops in. I already have kind of high curve here. I don't know, Sui. Like, you're pushing for the 5 for 3/3 flyer. I mean, 3/3 flyer is certainly nice. And flying is probably a win condition for us, evasive creatures. And this is a fairly unexciting creature. But I find all of these fairly unexciting, and I wouldn't mind filling out the lower part of my curve. The Hippo is very strong. I don't think we're going to be in green right now with our starting picks here. Alright, I can bet on the flyer over the junk 2/3 and see how it comes out. This was our opening pack. Disposal Mummy. More mana fixing. Players can't get counters. Counters can't be put on artifacts, creatures, enchantments, or lands. It's not going to be playable. 2/2 for 2 with Afflict is quasi-playable, but if we're splashing black for removal and not for creatures, maybe not.
Returned.
Let's grab another mana fixing card.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with this text-to-speech yet. Seems a bit creepy.
A little creepy for sure. Cunning Survivor, 1/3. I like 1/3 as stats. Has an upside as sometimes I can do damage. 2 for 2/2 I think is actually worse than 1/3 for me. I think I'm taking the 1/3. All right. Unless from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's very unexciting. These are all very unexciting. Okay. I'll take the... No, it's not even terrible. 0/4. Blue, black, and red healing. A fair amount of blue that probably gets comboed with. Or a 3 for 3/3, but it can't block unless I control another zombie. Do I even control another zombie yet? I do not. It's not true. No, it's a... Oh, it's Zombie Jackal. It is 1. I think I'm playing the 0/4. And Life Goes On is the forced pick. Kef, and that's the last word. It's a mind control for cheap that doesn't untap your lands. So it's like super bad for tempo. Gideon's Defeat. It's only anti-white. Vizier of the True. You can tap enemies for exertion. Sand Straggler. You control a desert. The desert in your graveyard. You can have Sand Straggler with 3 damage target creature. Is amazing if we had deserts, which we don't, and we're not playing red. But that's a really strong effect for a 4 for a 3/3. Active Heroism I like, but I'm not super excited about drafting it. What does Unquenchable Thirst do? Oh, it's one of the blue freeze spells, but requires deserts. Sure. Jackals, whatever. A 3rd Lethal Sting just showed up. I'm going to have all my creatures have -1/-1 tokens on them until we die. Alright, but there's nothing in here except the mind control. There's just nothing in here that's even remotely comparable. 4 for 3/2 is really unexciting. Active Heroism's not that exciting. The Lethal Sting is maybe third one is okay, but I'm taking the Mind Control. Okay, what is Bontu's Last Reckoning? Destroy all creatures, lands you control, don't untap during your next untap stays. That feels really fucking good. It's a Wrath of God for 3. I didn't even know that's really interesting. A 4th Lethal Sting. Yeah, I think I'm taking the Wrath of God. Yeah. Swarm Intelligence. Maybe cast that. That's too expensive and slow. That's a thing. Camo just for a 3/2 body. It's a thing. Got another 2/3 flash flyer. We've got our 1/1 Eternalized guy. So far we have no synergy whatsoever with our Vizier of the Anointed, which kind of sucks. Another mana fixer there. I'm beginning to get a bit worried about the cost of our deck right now. I wouldn't mind another 3. The 2/3 flyers, unexciting, but okay. It's the primary color, I guess. It's pretty unexciting. The picks are Final Foibun, but the deck is not all the cards you pick. It's a subset. Flash Friar, that's right. He's a Flash Friar. God, those are both so unexciting. All right, we'll take the 2/3. All right, 0/4. We already have this guy. Dispose of Mummy. Mummy is actually like our most valuable 3-drop without weakness. I don't like Graven Abomination and Sandblast. 5 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. That's, for all intents and purposes, removal. Let's grab that. Feeling low on creatures. Need to grab some little ones. Torment of Venom. 3 -1/-1 target on target creature. That's removal again. Getting a lot of black removal and no other black cards. I'm not excited about the Mummy, but I'm also not excited about how few creatures we have right now. We need some solid 2s and 3s. I think I'm taking instant removal, though. Alright. Mummy Paramount. 2 for a 2/2. We need creatures. That seems fine to me. Seems better than the cycling black land. I think that's our second 2-drop. Cursed Horde, whatever. Grizzly Survivor. Moaning Wall. I want cheap drop creatures right now. I'm looking between Grizzly Survivor and Moaning Wall right now. Not super excited about 0/5s for 3. Maybe I prefer the 2/3 to that. A little bit more flexibility. Yeah. Cycling lands are so good. Yeah, it's nice for sure. Another 1/3. Yep. Okay, I think this is going to be active heroism for me, or 2-drop. We've got a fair number of 2-drops. I don't really want black 2-drops. I'm going to take our first active heroism. I'm going to take the Mummy. What's this beetle do? Take the Mummy. Take the Cycling Beast or the Proven Combatant. I think I'm taking the Proven Combatant. I don't value a 4/2 at all, and I do value the Eternalized very slightly here. I don't know if it's going to see play or not. 3/1 for 3 that has no requirements. Seems very weak. One of the God Pharaoh's Faithful. This deck is not looking very good for me. Alright, third Disposal Mummy. Swarm Intelligence made it to us somehow. Let's pull that out. Alright, final pack. Cheap 2/3 that comes out twice. Target of a spell. Does Lethal Sting count as that? As an additional cost to cast a spell, put a -1/-1 counter on a creature you control. Is that consider it the target of the spell? Will that kill this? Turn up 2 creatures to their owner's hands. That does not seem good to me. As a sorcery for 6, it's a remove block or kill things, but it's super fucking slow and it can't be used in instant speed to live. Trespasser's Curse. Enchant player. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under enchanted player's control, the player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. That seems fairly good. Seems slow, but like that's gonna be probably 3 or 4 damage from when I play that, and 3 or 4 life back. The Minotaur 3/2 menace is whatever. I wish I had picked green this draft. Card seems really good. Seems pretty damn good too. Green has some really good anti-flyers in this draft. I think Trespasser's Curse is bad, Siri. I think it might win games in this format. No coaches today? No coaches today right now. Sparring Mummy is 4 for 3/3. I'm more excited about the Labyrinth Guardian than I am the Sparring Mummy. I like this card for this. Feels slow. I think I'm gonna grab the 2 for 2/3. I'm not very excited about the Sparring Mummy. Also, we haven't really pulled out a lot of fire, so I'm getting worried about how we kill people. Another 6/6 Trampler with M-Bomb from green. That would be an amazing card. Is it? We have 2 mana fixers. I'm almost like tempted to pick that up. 3 for a 2/1 flyer is pretty weak. 2 for a 2/2 that can alternate turns fly seems decent. Those Who Serve was all right. 3 for a 2/4 was a really solid blocker. Another Floodwaters in there, which I don't like. Supply Caravan. If you control a tapped creature, create a white creature token with Vigilance. So it's 5 for a 4/5 most of the time. Oh shit, I haven't enabled Deckmaster. Just give me a second, guys, to do that. I have it and just forgot. Okay, Deckmaster should be active now, so you guys should be able to mouse other cards too. Sorry about that. Thanks for pointing that out. 4/6, yeah. Did I find the LSV draft videos helpful? Not really. Oh, I like Toned Kopish too. As a, I like the 1 for 1/1. The 1/1 for 1 equipment. It's one of my favorite sets of equipment. I think it's got to be the Gustwalker. It's an early 2-drop that has a nice little secondary effect that lets it fly sometimes. Yeah. I don't even see the 2/1 Naga with M-Bomb. That's not bad either. Yeah, I'd take that Naga Warrior too. One of these 3, I think, for me, with secondary consideration to Supply Caravan. I wish I was green. I think this might come around. I think it's Gustwalker over Skirmisher. I think flying's slightly better than M-Bomb. Even at 4 though. Yeah, because it's only a 2/1. It doesn't come back. It's not the one that makes it a 4/4. I think I'm taking Gustwalker. Okay. Create 3 2/2 black creatures. Okay. Winged Shepherd, Flying Vigilance for 6 with cycling 1. That's quite an expensive flyer. Draw a card, then discard a card. Activates ability only if you cast a non-creature spell. That's less good than when I first read it. I like Supernatural Stamina. I think it's one of the better combat tricks. Cycling gives invulnerability. Nah. Yeah, it is a combat trick that has some cycling on there. I like Stir the Sands here. I like the Shepherd a little bit. I like Gale Strike a little bit. I like Supernatural Stamina, but not enough to pick it. So it's really between these three. There's also another one of these supply caravans. This seems like it's almost always going to be 4 created 2/2, but you do add instant speed for cycling. That seems kind of mediocre to me. 6 seems really high for a 3/3. I could try Gale Strike. Let's try it. Creatures that flying can't attack you or planeswalkers you control. Holy shit, green has some amazing anti-flyer tricks. Beginning of your end step, create a 5/5 green worm creature token. Just no other things. You just play this and you get a 5/5 every turn until you win. That's fucking disgusting. This is just removal. I might even take this as 2. Without even having the cartouche. They just have to sacrifice a creature. Yeah, it's super expensive. Sacred Cap, a cat is the 1/1 that comes back. I like the cat. This is actual removal. Like better removal than Trial of Ambition in all likelihood. It's okay. Blooded Bat's another flyer. What does the River Shrine do? Nothing. I think I'm going to take Compulsory Arrest here. Over the black one. I prefer the I get to target it versus they get to choose thing. X target creatures can't be blocked this turn. Until end of turn, these creatures gain whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. That feels like a win condition for me. I think I'm drafting Open and Wonder into Wonder. Floodwaters, Beetle, 1/4 for 2 is a pretty damn interesting set of stats. But I think it's Open into Wonder here. I'm a bit worried about our damage. 2-tap a creature is okay. This guy does have Embalm. Oh, but it's Embalm again, right? Blinding Mummy is pretty damn good. We have a bunch of mummies now. That would have some long-term synergy here with our deck. This has like this is like later game. This is like earlier game. I'm gonna grab probably the fan. I really like Blinding Mummy though. What does our curve look like? So we have a Mummy Paramount and 3 disposal mummies. And did we end up with another mummy? Did we get the 2/3 black mummy in the end? It's a Minotaur, not a mummy. Zombie, not mummy either. See a lot of 2/3s for that. But this is like an icy that they have to remove. I mean, it's not quite. It's an artifact. The creature's much easier to remove than an artifact. But, yeah, okay. I can get behind that. That might be a late game win. It's not that exciting to me. Supernatural Stamina is more exciting. 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand with cycling. That doesn't even seem that bad. Soul Stinger enters battlefield. 2/1/1 counters on a target creature you control. When Soul Stealer dies, you may put a -1/-1 counter on target creature for each -1/-1 counter on Soul Stinger. I don't know what I'm doing with all these -1/-1 counters I'm accumulating. Feels like all my removal is going to stunt all my creatures, which I don't really like. I have no fucking idea what to do with this one. I have enough zombies that 2/1 isn't terrible, but and 1/1 is still okay as a combat trick. Wonder and Death seems like a little bit of value here, especially for my flyers. Do I have any guys with instances that come in? Did I also manage to draft 0 Eternalize? I think I did. So that's good. Yeah, I don't have a lot of battlefield entry effects, and I don't have like a lot of bomb cards. Like my bomb card is my Sphinx. Sphinx and the Aven of Enduring Hope. Man, maybe there is something to be said about that. Yeah, I think I'm take Wonder and Death here. I feel like I need some value. Sorcery speed double strike. That might win on a flyer. Artifact or enchantment I think is less powerful in this format, although cycling is on it. It's nice. Doom Deserter 1/1. That's kind of interesting to me. 4/2. That's the indestructible one. Horror of the Broken Lands 5. Whenever you cycle or discard another card, Horror of the Broken is +2/+1. It has cycling. 5 for a 4/4 with cycling is kind of okay. That's appealing to me. The Doom Deserter is appealing to me. I don't really like the 2/1 on black though, since black mana is going to be a little bit hard to come by. I think I'm going to take the Horror of the Broken Lands. I like the cycling on it, although black cycling is a little bit painful, I guess. Trespasser's Curse has come back around. The Slither Blade has come around. The Sparring Mummy has come around. I think I'll take Sparring Mummy at this point. Although the removal was a little appealing. More zombies. Supply Caravan. Compelling Argument. Or, oh, the Honed Kopish came around. I'll take that. Three for a 2/4 is a pretty nasty creature. I think I'm grabbing that. I wish I had taken the other growing zombie now. Take the Embalm. Some card draw would be nice. It's only one card though. It's not instant. It's black mana. I think I'm gonna take the cat. 1/4 for 2, or another zombie 3/2/4. I don't know that either of these are in play. Maybe the black mana early is gonna screw me. Let's take the white card. Okay, so we ended up with a fairly mediocre zombie deck that was designed to kill them with flyers, but then didn't draft enough flyers. I'm excited. All right, let's do another giveaway for a key. If you're interested in getting a key, I'll do this one, Fen. You just make sure you actually message the actual key to them. So we'll do this real quick. Let me just go the giveaways here. If you are interested, I'll give you a keyword for this one. Keyword is gonna be zombie. ZOMBIE. Type zombie in chat. And yeah. Okay. Scrabber luck on 10, regular luck on 5. Mods are enabled. All right, I'll give you guys time just as I start messing with the deck. What cards do I definitely not want to play here? Fanbear is pretty strong. I don't know that I need 2 God. I'm going to pull up both the God Faithfuls for now. I prefer the Sacred Cat, probably. Traveler's Amulet, we're going to keep for fixing. Active Heroism, we'll keep. Compulsory Rest, Gust Walker's good. Mummy Paramount's good. Cunning Survivor's okay. Labyrinth Guardian, okay. Dauntless Aven. We're going to hold on to our flyers. Disposal Mummies are being good. Sandblast, those who serve. Wow, actually, I want to see this via curve. Let's pull that guy for the moment. Venom I want, the last word I want. The Vizier is probably still okay. Maybe. It's 4 for a 2/4 body. It's not super exciting with only a very limited stuff. I think I have enough 2/3s or enough 3-drops without that guy that have better synergies. I want the aerial guides. I like the disposal mummies. Open into Wonder's win condition. Compulsory Rex removal. So the active heroism is coming up in there. The proven combatant is coming up. The cat's coming up. The Gust Walker's good. The Mummy's good. Don't necessarily need 2 of those. Let's grab 1 out. Still need 6 more cards. So we have 4 2-drops. They're not very offensive oriented 2-drops, huh? Okay, let's do that giveaway. So I'll do it now. Choose that winner. And my mod, Fend the Wolf, will be messaging you a key in chat. Let's take a look. The winner is Titus. Sub as of today. Titus Augustus, congratulations. Say something in chat, and then Fend the Wolf will message you a key. Again, these are Wizards of the Coast keys. Just FYI. Be clear where they're getting sourced from. I don't think Vizier the Anointed is good enough to play, despite drafting him fairly highly, with only basically 2 effects that trigger that. I'm not sure Sparring Mummy is either. Four, 4, 3, 3 is okay. I've got a lot of high blocking stuff though. Kind of tempted to pull that out. So we are really hoping we get one of our flyers, huh? That seems to be our win condition. Flyers and removing their blockers. And 4 more. 2 Sting for Death, 1 Wander in Death, 1 Reckoning, 1 Torment of Venom. I really want to keep the Kopesh. I think with the Kopesh there's a lot of synergy with the high toughness creatures that we're drafting. To make 2 3s, to make 3 5s, to make 3 4s, etc. Flyers I want. That's a little bit of card cycle. Don't want to cut any flyers or flyers. I'm considering cutting Bontu's Last Reckoning. I like the card, and sometimes this is gonna win me games, but it's 2 black, and when I look at my creature layout, and what's gonna happen is we're gonna summon a bunch of fucking high block power zombies, and the board's gonna stall, and I'm not sure that killing all my creatures is actually gonna help me get anywhere. Especially killing all my creatures at a 0 tempo play where I can't play anything else afterwards for like 2 turns. I mean, there'd definitely be some games where I wish I had it, and that would probably save me, but I don't think I win with that card very often. I feel like I need the board clear often. Fembear, Win, Cunning Survivor. Having trouble with these last cuts here. Flyers, blockers, blockers. We probably don't need 5 zombie blockers down there. Might be a little heavy on the 3s right now. Clearly the 2 4s are better for 3. I think I'll pull at least 1 Disposal Mummy out. I mean, we are lacking some. I mean, the blacks are removal. Looking at Traveler's Amulet right now is kind of meh. It'd be nice to fix our black land. We do have just the 1 double black now. A lot of single black. I could potentially get rid of Wander in Death, although I think it's one of our win conditions. Opening him to Wonder is going to sit in our hand a lot, but maybe not. Maybe we can draw out of it with the blues. The draw element of that, maybe not just a win condition. And 2 more. Leaning towards that Traveler's Amulet, slow. And I like 1/3, but we don't have any cycle in this deck, so we're never going to take that benefit. It's just a generic 1/3 worth it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 2-drops. It's either that or another disposal mummy. Are we on creatures right now? A little low. 14 creatures. I don't really want to cut any more creatures. So I could try to cut some removal, or I could try to cut the Wonder and Death. I like that it has cycling though. I mean, maybe it will be, maybe we're slow enough with these creatures that if they remove those creatures, we just lose anyways. I don't see giving up. I guess I go through these. I don't see giving up the zombie, these. I think I'm going to cut Wonder and Death. All right. I might regret that. No recursion at all. So 40 cards here. What are you looking for black mana? I want a little bit more than that. I do have 1 mana fixing, so I have 4 sources of black right now. 6, 7, 8, 9. I need white early. I need blue late. Am I okay with the amount of mana they've suggested? I think I might be okay with the amount of mana suggested. I'm really close to cutting black entirely from this deck. It's my removal, but I'm not a very big fan of Lethal Sting. I think it's going to clog my hand a lot. Okay, let's try it. All right, so I wanted to take a print screen of this, start actually tracking these runs a little bit better, which requires paint. And this is the base deck. There we go. Save as. Okay. Okay. Can't find the videos. They're on the front page, and you can find them there. Okay. Let's get going.